35 years now. He's seen and done a lot. The band keeps reinventing itself, though, and coming up this Saturday night at the Arkaba is their salute to ABBA called If I Have a Dream. Welcome back to Coast FM, Terry Nicholas.
Thank you, Steve. Very good morning.
And good morning to you. It's been a while, and we've known each other for a long time. I admire your continuing zest and enthusiasm for the business. What's the secret?
Thank you for that. Look, I think we were just lucky that you and me, we both grew up in that era of fabulous music. You know, that 70s music that we grew up with. And, of course, it played such an important part in our lives. So that has been in my blood for all of those years. I keep pushing the barrow forward. People keep joining me, and the audience keeps coming. So that's a wonderful.
That's terrific. Well, it's well deserved too. Now, the I Have a Dream show is not just a collection of ABBA songs one after the other. You actually tell a story here, don't you?
We do tell the story, and so nearly 50 years ago, 1977, when they came and they played the football park down there.
Yep.
And we took on the name of I Have a Dream because my dream is we could have a bit of the 70s back again. ABBA had the dream. They had the dream to get their message to the world. As you know, they weren't really rock stars.
No.
They were just decent people with music that has lasted the test of time. So it played a huge part in everyone's life. And I think as Aussies, we can relate to all the things that ABBA music represents.
Mate, now, do you perform the songs in sequence pretty well when they're recorded, or do you pace the audience because it's a live set?
We pace it because the Arkaba, as you know, is a beautiful dance venue.
Yep.
And I was only thinking, it's a beautiful relic of the 70s, isn't it, the Arkaba room?
Yes.
We had Fiesta Villa, had the old Lion, but the Arkaba's lasted. And so we get up there and the dance floor gets full. We want to keep the energy of the room. You know, the ABBA music creates energy. We like to feel like we're a big part of that as well, but just the music alone sells the energy. We realised this, goodness me, 31 years ago, Steve, was when Don Moyer said, you guys should be doing an ABBA tribute. And Bjorn again had just started in Melbourne, so okay, well, we'll kick it off here in Adelaide. So the ABBA show has been good to us for 31 years. So we've played ABBA certainly longer than ABBA played ABBA.
long may it rain. Now, Terry, in all the different shows you've done over the years, do you have a criteria for picking your opening number?
Oh, the opening number's important. Yeah. Very important. When we do tell the storytelling show in a theatre, we tend to make it a little more chronological. But having said that, there's various aspects that shoot off at tangents, and we come back to the finale. So we more or less start at the start, which, as you know, is Waterloo, and we finish with the finish at the very end in a theatre show. But when it comes to the energy of a dance room, you've got to hit them between the eyes pretty quickly.
Exactly.
But ABBA is unique because, as you know, there's no real genre when it comes to ABBA. They are their own genre. Where do you put Fernando? Where do you put I Do, I Do? And some of those songs that are just European classic and folk music. So we try to feel that all the songs do have a relevance. People can dance to anything, of course, but when you get them jumping around to Voulez-Vous, and then you get them feeling the emotion of Chiquitita or The Winner Takes It All, the energy is just wonderful. I love that. So would you say the enduring appeal of ABBA is just a whole package, or just because it's great songs? No, I think it's a whole package. Personally, I think it's the people, the four very attractive Swedes, of course. We were used to more music from the UK and music from America back in those days. And this was something quite unique. Molly Meldrum put them on Countdown every weekend, and you put them on the radio every day. So it was something sort of quite different to what you're used to listening to. And I think they avoided the, shall I call it the industry BS? Yes. You know, they sold their image. When they came to Australia, their interviews were very personal, weren't they? They were just so, you could have been talking to the person next door. Exactly. Talking about that has lasted, but the message, and I keep saying in our theatre shows, it's the love, faith and hope. They pushed that in their message way back in the 70s, and when they returned just 3 or 4 years ago, they came with that same message, love, faith and hope. Yeah. And I think that's important for our world, and I relate it to that. Yeah. I relate all ABBA music to our world. I think it is so important. We're getting very philosophical this morning. This is Terry. This is deep. I like it. Now, as a matter of fact, a few years ago, mate, I was lucky. I was doing a cruise around the Baltics. Went to Stockholm, and my main thing was to go to the ABBA Museum, which we did, just loved it. It was fantastic. And what I really liked about it was the respect they showed for Australia throughout the museum. You know, with different photos and mentions of it, and gold records and all that. So that gave me the thumbs up. Plus,
the overall thing is a terrific visit. If you're going there, folks, go there. It's one.
Well, I certainly want to go there one day, but I think you're exactly right. Australia was the first country, of course, to take on ABBA as their own outside of Sweden, and that was all really to do with Countdown and Molly putting them on every Sunday night. Again, this is something quite unique with ABBA as a band, as decent people. They were respectful, and they weren't throwing televisions out of hotel windows. Everything about them was what the Aussie culture was. We loved the fact that they were respectful of us. I'm glad to hear that was your experience over there.
Yeah, no, it was terrific. Now, were there any songs that proved surprisingly challenging to perform live?
Most of the songs, Steve, are very well crafted. They make all the little detail all the way along the song important. So we know that rock and roll was pretty well 3 chords and just keep bashing it out and, status quo sort of songs. But ABBA were meticulous. Benny and Bjorn were meticulous with their songwriting and arrangements. So I spent a lot of time, thousands of hours, constructing all the musicality of it. And fortunately, we've got 2 beautiful girls at the moment, Katrina and Anna, and they play the part of Frida and Yetta perfectly. I think they're the best around, personally.
You must have read my next question, because my next question was, who else is in the band with you these days?
Well, Katrina's been with me for over 20 years. Anna's our beautiful new recruit. She's a blonde, long-haired Russian girl, and she just sings that Scandinavian sound beautifully. Jamie, our guitarist, wonderful guitarist, and Paul playing drums. So we've got a really good lineup, Steve, and it's surprising. I've had moments through the 31 years of feeling like, well, this is great, this is the best. I think we've got to a really good stage at the moment where we feel very confident. We're best of friends, and that's important. You can't really get out there and do it unless you're not.
Yeah, now, do you still get in all the costumes and have visuals on the big screen as well?
That's very important. To really transport people back into that era, because when they walk in the room, they're going to feel it. They're going to feel we're back in the 70s. Forget all the woes of the world. So the costumes are a big part of it, certainly. The videos are going up on the big screen there, 3 beautiful big screens at the Arkaba. I think it's a great experience. I took that energy I saw Elton John over in Caesar's Palace probably 20 years ago, and he had a video behind all of his songs. And I went, wow, that's fantastic. That brought me back to want to do it.
Do it here.
Without
Okay. Mate, quickly, what songs get the best reaction these days?
Oh, the best reaction, that's a good one. Look, the winner takes it all always. Gets the standing. Even Waterloo's still there. We're grateful to Monica Louise, of course, who puts on the show, and we're grateful to the Arkaba for having us there. And we'd love to see you there, Steve. Have you got a minute to come along?
I've got to work Saturday night, mate. It would have been great. I don't particularly want to do what I'm going to do, but I have to do it. So. But anyway, ABBA, I Have a Dream is on this Saturday night, the 18th. It's at the Ark. Doors open at 7:30. The show's at 8:30. For more details, just go to the Arkaba website, or we can give them a call. They've got a phone number as well, which is good. Terry, before you go, if you could ask the members of ABBA one question, what would it be?
Well, funnily enough, Benny was asked the question, what did he like about ABBA the most? And he responded by saying the money. And, of course, everyone laughed, and I told that in the theatre show, and he stopped them dead. He said, no, you got it wrong. The money gave us the freedom to do what we love to do. And I love that answer.
Yeah, top answer. Yeah, I'll write that.
Imagine if we all had that, Steve, if we all had the comfortability to do what we wanted to do.
Yes, I'm still waiting for the lotto numbers to come up, mate. But one day, Terry, great to chat. I hope it's a huge success for you on Saturday night. I've got a double pass to give away, which I'll do soon, and good to talk to you again, pal.
Yeah, champion. Thank you, Steve.
See you, mate. Bye-bye. That's Terry Nicholas from the Flaming Sam Bookers, or the ABBA I Had a Dream show this Saturday night at the Ark. Okay, if you want a double pass, folks, to get along there, okay, first person through on 837 1000, tell me the name of this track.